Yeah, all right, mate. Let's look here. MDT. I'll have a bit of a look here. Um, the one thing that I do like at this point is that sometimes, you can create, like, if you look here, see when price gets down below, down here, and you can see we're down below here as well. Sometimes the price actually likes to start to hold here and run stops and then bounce back up and try and create a bottom and move back up. Like on my other part of my screen here, you can see here a very similar thing actually happened on Ocean. So you can see, we bottomed out there. When price came down below the second time, it was still a process. Like there was still a rounding process and there was still a double bottom. But when you bought below this low, it ended up being a fantastic buy point. But you needed patience. This is a daily chart, and you can see that it, if you had bought here and had the patience, if you bought below here and had the patience, you would have made a lot of money. Let's. If you bought below there somewhere, anywhere down there, there was ended up being, if you had the patience, 200 to 300% bounce. So MDT is in that situation right now, and the question is, can it hold? Can it do something like it did before here? Like if you had bought, I'm not saying it's going to do the exact same thing, but if you had bought below the previous low here, you can see MDT done 700% probably, or whatever that is. You don't need 700%. Even 20, 30, 40% is fantastic. But this is into a very, very nice area. Now, if I just run this across here, you can see here. Look at this pivot. Look at this support, resistance. Sorry, support here, support here. This is where we broke down. We tried to bounce back up. We didn't quite get into it. We dropped back down. We touched it again all through here, piercing it. We got rejected. Came back down. You can see here it was resistance as well. We broke up, back tested, and moved off it. Came back, tested again. So it's a very, very important level. If this can act like the last time, this should be a fantastic buy point. You can try and refine that now, but like once you kind of know that this is a very important level, well, if we see some sort of rejection or buying, we can try and jump on board. Like you could buy this with a stop below today, for example. But I personally would probably rather trade this new 3-day candle. This is very good as well. Actually, we're into the 3-day 200 moving average. One way of doing it is to wait until the next 3-day candle in 6 hours time flips green, and if it does flip green, you can buy that with a stop below the new 3-day candle, or even move it down here to below this, like here for example. Once it flipped green, it kind of stayed green and continued higher. That's a reversal candle, but that's, if you got a reversal candle from here like that, like it did here, that would be fantastic. But it's a big level. It's a kind of stop hunt deviation level. It's into the red 200 moving average on a 3-day chart. So definitely an interesting level. Let's just check. Yeah, 2 week. The 2 week obviously is red, a nice drop down. It is pretty deep red at this point. There is the possibility that the safe trade might be on a new week. What if it wants to do this in a new week? I would think that this is going to bounce a little bit, create some sort of wick into this candle. If this monthly candle bounced right and finished up here, it would be an indecision candle. It would be a doji, a double-ended doji candle, similar to this. Right? See this candle right here? It would be similar to this. Well, depending on how much of a bounce you get, of course. But any bounce up here at all, and you're going to start to end up finishing like this. And you can see what happened on the next month. There was a lot of chop, which created the base, and then that base ended up breaking up. So if we go back and look at that, just for the record, you can just see that right there. If I go back to a daily chart, you can see right there what happened, and this is the base. This is that small candle created afterwards, and from that base it broke up. Now, are we going to get something similar? But anyway, it's into a very interesting level here.